Welcome to the High School Huddle. My name is Brandon Chatmon. I'm joined by Justin Harper. He's the girls basketball beat writer for the Oklahoman. And it's the final week of high school basketball with the Class 5A girls state tournament getting underway on Thursday at Yukon High School. So let's jump right into a breakdown of the bracket. Tulsa, Washington jumped down from Class 6A and appears to be the clear favorite. Who has the ability to challenge them?
There's only maybe two other teams in the bracket that can challenge them. I think Coweta has the best chance. Carl Albert could. Carl Albert would have been better suited for it had they not lost one of their star players to a torn ACL, which has been a theme this year. But Tulsa, Washington was an outstanding team in 6A last year. They've made state tournament 7 years in a row. Now they're down lower. And it's not just dropping a class. 5A is the most end-loaded class there is in terms of talent. I mean, you have about the top 8 or 9 teams, and then there's a major drop-off. And some of those teams in that bottom end are even in the state tournament. So yeah, I don't think there's going to be even any scares, let alone upsets.
Okay. Well, you listed Cowetta's Jenny Bryan as a must-see player in Monday's Oklahoman. Who are some of the other players we should keep an eye on?
Well, first of all, I need to talk about Jenny Bryan. I mean, she's a must-see because she's young and strong and physical, and as a freshman last year, she led Coweta all the way to the semis, where they lost by 2 in overtime to the eventual champion Tulsa East Central. Now, there's no one, including Tulsa, Washington, in this field that's as good as that East Central team was, and Coweta's better. So, you know, they could go as far as she wants to take them. And people should be interested in her also because she's the daughter of former OU All-American defensive lineman Ricky Bryan, played for the Atlanta Falcons, and Coweta's team is coached by Krista Reagan, who was a star at ORU. So that's pretty good. And as far as the other, you know, Tulsa, Washington doesn't have one specific player. They're loaded all the way through, up and down the lineup. Everyone averages about the same. And Madison Collison for Carl Albert, she's a strong player. But other than that, you're not going to know a whole lot of the players on the other teams.
Okay. Well, is there a matchup either in the first round or later on in the tournament which has upset opportunities?
Yeah, like I said earlier, zero, no chance. I mean, I'd take this to the bank. And the reason is because, you know, some of the teams that from the lower end that could have made state got even upset. And I mean, now, for instance, Altus is in state, and not taking anything away from them. It's great they made state, but they have a losing record. You know, we have 2 teams with Ada have double-digit losses. So last year in this tournament, it was the same way, and the west side of the bracket just got obliterated in the first round, except Carl Albert was the only one that made it through. Everyone else was just thrown out. And it was like they should have just started the tournament in the semifinals. That's the way this year is, too.
Okay. Well, it's prediction time. Give us a championship game matchup and a winner.
Well, it's going to be Tulsa, Washington, and Coweta pretty easily, I believe. I don't see... Jenny Bryan is so good that she will make an impact on Tulsa, Washington won't be able to stop her. But Tulsa, Washington doesn't just have 1 through 5 good players. They have 1 through 7. And nobody's going to score 25 for them, but 4 will probably score 12. So I think that depth and that ability to spread the ball around will be too much for Coweta. So I like Tulsa, Washington.
All right, Justin, well, we appreciate your expertise. Check into newsok.com and the Oklahoman all week. We'll have plenty of updates and state tournament coverage.